Welcome to the Back Porch Talk Podcast. I'm your coach, Jason.
It's Coach Danny.
Fans, we got a full show for you today. But before we get into it, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, go ahead, subscribe to the show. Tell 1, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000 fans that the Back Porch Talk Podcast is here. Danny, little Formula One, a little World Cup, a little MLB, a little NBA. But first, let's go right into the World Cup, in where, Danny, I think I watched the match of the World Cup of the season. Definitely will be remembered for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And that being Argentina and Cape Verde went and squared off against each other. A lot of people had Argentina well in front to win this match, win this game. Cape Verde had other plans. They didn't listen to any of that because they took the defending world champions to the limit. And when I talk about the limit, I'm talking about to every single limit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what an awesome game, man. What an awesome game. And the score of the match, of the game of the World Cup, to me has been that of Sidney Lopez Cabral, who, man, you talk about, he was maybe had been like 15, 20 yards, but off on the side,
Mm-hmm.
hit it on the side net. I mean, it was a very long point, and the celebration topped it all off, Danny. I text you. We were watching this
Yeah.
game together via text, right? I text you, and I asked, did he just go up in the stands? What is this? I have never seen any celebration like this, and where after a goal, the player goes into the stands, and I'm thinking, okay, well, he maybe security is going to stop him. No, security didn't stop him.
Mm-mm.
Maybe there's going to be security surrounding him. No, not so. And maybe he's going after his mom, his dad, or
Mm-hmm.
no, not so. He went for his girl, and you don't know the situation. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
the story behind it, right?
Yep.
Because that goal equalized the game
Mm-hmm.
in extra time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a great score that he was out of his mind in terms of
Yeah.
celebrating.
Yes.
But at the same token, you also know what a lot of these athletes have experienced just to get to that point. And
Mm-hmm.
who better to celebrate than to celebrate with the people who's been on that journey with you? And so, man, go ahead and celebrate. Now, granted, Cape Verde, they did lose this game, but what I saw at the very end of this game, Danny, I saw two teams physically and emotionally spent. I think Argentina was spent because they didn't expect all this from Cape Verde.
But I did. But I did.
um, Physically, they were spent because I think mentally, as they were going through, they were like, "Oh, they're playing for real."
Mm-hmm.
And we're putting all our efforts to winning, and it's not happening. And Cape Verde just kept coming, man. So I think Argentina was spent from that perspective and just relieved that they didn't lose to Cape Verde, man. They didn't get upset like this.
Yep.
I think Cape Verde was spent because, man, you talk about a goalie who, oh my gosh, man. Now I'm starting to see him possibly getting endorsement deals, him
Mm-hmm.
possibly signing on to a club and everything. Rightfully so. I mean, to block Messi, just give your all. But Cape Verde, I think, was spent because of the physical aspect of this game, because it was physical. It went not only full time with the additional time, but extra time.
Mm-hmm.
down to the wire, to the point where I thought the very last possession that Cape Verde had, I thought they were going to score to equalize this thing, man.
Me too, Jason. Me too.
I was like, I think they're going to tie it up, man.
Yeah.
But see, that's what Cape Verde gave you. They,
Mm-hmm.
they gave you the belief, the confidence that they're going to score. And that's what made this particular game just so intriguing. What say you, Danny, about this game?
Well, Jason mentioned it last week. This was the game we wanted to see,
Mm-hmm.
and it did not disappoint at all. And the emotions, I was pulling for Cape Verde because I wanted to see them beat Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
just because of their path and the
Mm-hmm.
story behind it. But the emotion, man, of when they would score, like which team, and those Argentina fans were scared.
Mm-hmm. They
You
were.
could see it in their faces. And that's been one of the things with this whole World Cup. I haven't really, it's been hype, in previous World Cups, but paying more attention to it now, it's just the emotion. And I know we'll get into a couple other games, but it's just been like, this one was like back and forth. And
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping it would go to penalty kicks.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
I was like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
We went this far.
Come on, man.
Come on now. Now, I will say, towards the end of regulation time, there was some questionable stuff going on in this game
Man.
that Argentina, I thought, got away with.
We called it out too in a text
Yeah.
message. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
Come
know,
on, man.
man. There are a couple tackles that they let slide were kind of aggressive. You mentioned you were talking about the physicality of the game,
Mm-hmm.
but some of these things that were happening in this game, and no one made excuses. No one made excuses, but as an observer, it seemed kind of egregious on a couple plays towards the end of that game that I was like, oh, what are they trying to pull here? But that being said, man, great game, super hype, engaged the whole game because that's how it was. It was just back and forth. You had to start, with Messi being there, and for them to have them on the ropes like they did, I was like so close. And to see their journey end was sad, but they can't hang their heads. That was a heck of a game.
It was.
So it just stinks, man, because it's single elimination, it's the knockout stage, and to see teams like this, the story no longer being there, it's tough, man. Because I would like to have that still. It's kind of like March Madness in a way,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, where you kind of want to see the underdog go as far as they can. But yeah, man, it was great soccer. That's the other thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Besides all the emotion and everything, it was just a great game. So if people did not see it, please go back, see if you can catch some highlights of the game, or you can rewatch it because it was all that in a bag of chips for
It
sure.
was it was nuts, man. And the goalkeeper Wozina,
Mm-hmm.
man, 40-year-old. I saw the Cape Verde team return back to
Mm-hmm.
Cape Verde, and just the fanfare uh out there upon their arrival, just the team getting emotional. Love to see that, man, because although they didn't bring back the cup, man, they got a ton of respect
Yes.
globally. Kudos to them. Um, I'm here. There's speculation about Vazina getting a club deal, endorsement deals, etc. I think the whole team needs to get something, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this was just a display of just what true grit is all about. And so, as you mentioned, Argentina advances. Spain beats Portugal. So
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo and team, they're out.
Mm-hmm.
So just a whole lot going on, Danny. Mexico also takes a L yesterday, and
Another.
same thing with Brazil. So we're starting to dwindle down, and just as the U.S. Is looking to square off against Belgium, Balogun's red card has been overturned, has been rescinded. and it will go under 1 year probationary period of 1 year, and so he will play this evening, and whether you agree with it or disagree with it in terms of how FIFA was approached and ultimately made this decision. The fact is that he is eligible to play on this evening, and this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting, Danny. We'll see what happens. I know I'll be watching.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be watching. We'll be texting, and we'll just see how this all shakes out. And now, Danny, into Formula One in Great Britain or UK, Silverstone, where Sir Lewis Hamilton comes in third. He makes podium. George Russell comes in second. Kimi Antonelli doesn't place, but it's Charles Leclerc who wins the Grand Prix, man. And I have to give kudos to Sir Lewis Hamilton because he was an ultimate team player right off the rip here. He really helps Charles Leclerc by really backing up the other drivers so that way Charles could get a little bit more of a lead there. But Kimi Antonelli, he does not place, had some car issues and everything. And ultimately, Sir Lewis Hamilton gets a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
He draws a little closer. Right now, Sir Lewis Hamilton is in third place in the overall driver standings, and where Kimi Antonelli has 179 points, followed by George Russell with 154, and right there is Sir Lewis Hamilton at 147. Ferrari has the car. There's some things that they have to tweak,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a car that can challenge.
Yep.
We still got about 13 more races or so. Sir Lewis Hamilton can do this, man. He can get his ninth title because he really has eight, in my opinion. Get his ninth title. What say you, Danny, about this Formula One Grand Prix?
Great race. It was close all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like other races or Grand Prix previous to this where there a substantial margin between the drivers. This one was close throughout. You had Max Verstappen crash out. Something happened where he went off the track
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't finish. But Antonelli with the car issues, couple crashes early. But Charles Leclerc, man, we've talked about him in the past shows where he's been like right there, and then he something happened where he
Mm-hmm.
was in podium or top five, and he had a crash or a car fell apart. Like it just stopped working in
Mm-hmm.
one race. But this race, he actually pulled through, and like you said, Sir Lewis Hamilton doing what he did enabled Leclerc to do what he did. George Russell was right there,
Mm-hmm.
and him and Sir Lewis Hamilton were battling.
Yeah, they
There was
were.
some back
They
and
were.
forth there
They
that
were.
I'm like, whoa, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it just
Mm-hmm.
shows you too, man, the talent with these drivers going at the speeds they are. I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes people lose sight of that. Watching these races, taking it, seeing that okay, that these dudes, doing what they're doing, but they're doing at a high rate of speed on these corners and understanding the angles and
Mm-hmm.
when and when not to do things. It's crazy to me watching this. So congratulations to the top three. You had Norris finishing fourth from McLaren perspective, but now they get a week off and then they head to Belgium. Speaking of Belgium, it's the Belgian Grand Prix. So we'll see what happens, but it was good to see Sir Lewis Hamilton stay in the top three, keep the pressure on Mercedes, see if he can overtake Russell in the next couple Grand Prix, and then work his way to Antonelli. But Antonelli, man, he was running nice in this race, and then things
Mm-hmm.
just fell apart. So we'll see what happens, but great race, and congratulations to Leclerc.
And now, Danny, a little bit into the NBA, where free agency is still ongoing here. One thing I want to mention here is a nice goodbye from Giannis in a video, and kudos to him, man, for the video. Some great things to say about Milwaukee, state of Wisconsin, how you try to represent. Forget about the championship, the wins, losses. He talked about showing up every day with the mindset of the people of Milwaukee, the true grit, the blue collar mindset, and he hoped to reflect that. And so I give my hat off to Giannis. Like I said before, Danny, Giannis, he gets a lot of props, man, from me.
Mm-hmm.
From the standpoint of how he represented the organization, the city, the state. But you best believe now you come back to Milwaukee trying to get that win.
Yep.
And I don't think he would have it no other way. That's what he would be expecting anyway. So kudos to Giannis. And just as we talk about free agency, there's a whole lot happening. The LeBron watch is happening. Where LeBron's going to land. DeMar DeRozan, he just got waived by the Sacramento Kings, and so now he's available. We'll see where he lands. But there's a lot of other free agents that's out there where teams still have to really form their team or fill out their roster, which is going to happen. And then we get the chance to see a lot of the new players that were drafted in Summer League. So Summer League is also starting. What say you, Danny, about the NBA?
With Summer League, Jason, they have, they started and they go to Vegas starting on the 9th of July. Salt Lake City in California. They're calling it California Classic and Salt Lake City Summer League. And it's just a couple days where Peterson, Acuff, Boozer were some of the highlights of the weekend, just seeing them on the court. But the main one I'll be focusing on is the 9th through the 19th, and that's the Vegas Summer League. And then on the free agent front, Jason, Lakers signed a number of players after knowing LeBron was not returning, one being Walker Kessler, to, I think, a contract that was way over what I was expecting him to get. But I guess we'll see there. And then the other thing, too, Jason, amongst all the other items you mentioned, was Jaylen Brown was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for Paul George and picks.
Yeah.
So now he gets traded to the number one rival. And you talk about circling some games on the calendar. Those Philadelphia-Boston games, Tatum and Brown going at each other. So I think Boston still is not done. I think they're still going to make some moves here after this trade to fill out the roster, like you were mentioning. But that was the blockbuster that was like, oh, man. There was rumors, obviously, of Jaylen Brown being traded, but Philadelphia swooped in. I think it was a great trade for them.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's dependent on Joel Embiid's health, because this definitely puts them as a title contender. But if Joel Embiid is not available, that'll impact them. So we'll see. But wild trade and wild free agency, as we talked about a couple weeks ago, we were expecting there are going to be a lot of moves, and there have been. It is not disappointing.
Yeah, Danny, that Jaylen Brown trade just confused me all the way through. And I knew Boston was going to trade Jaylen Brown. This wouldn't think it would be against a divisional rival. And not only that, the pieces that you get back in return, Paul George, who also has a big contract.
And a player option for like 50-some million in 2 years.
I mean, not as big as what Jaylen Brown would have received. And so this could have been really a salary dump type situation. But to your divisional rival?
Mm-hmm.
And so now Philly is, I put like this, Danny, even without Joel Embiid, Philly is is a team to contend with.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can get a big man, just to kind of fill the void if need be. Andre Drummond, he is no longer with the Sixers. He's now with the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mitchell Robinson decided to take that money
And go to
no,
Boston.
to go to Boston.
Yep.
So, man, this is going to be very interesting in the Eastern Conference because now you have to put the 76ers in the mix between Edgecombe, Brown, Embiid, and Maxey.
Yep.
Again, take Embiid out of the mix. You still got a good nucleus there. So we'll see what happens, Danny. We'll see what happens. And lastly, a little into the Major League Baseball, and where the Milwaukee Brewers, who are the second best team record-wise in Major League Baseball, squares off and starts a set with the St. Louis Cardinals, a 5-game series. And this is going to be very interesting. Right now, the Brewers are 6 games in front of the division here, and they're still, I don't know, Danny. It's something just, we're coming up on trade deadline. We need another arm. We need to get healthy. We need another arm and another bat. We always say this, man. Give us another arm. Give us another bat.
Yep.
And I think the Brewers would be good. It's cool to be second place. It's cool to have a good regular season, but we're talking about advancing far into the playoffs. And so hopefully the Brewers would do something in trade deadline to improve the roster. So what say you, Danny, about the Milwaukee Brewers?
Yeah, Jason, big 5-game series here. Well, they have a doubleheader tomorrow to make up a game. And then they end before the All-Star break against the Pirates. And then the Cubs, they're in Baltimore. And the Cubs have stayed steady, man. They're playing good ball as well. But the Brewers, it was key this weekend. They took 2 out of 3 from the Diamondbacks on the road. So that was good. They stayed to what we want them to do as far as fans, is 2 or 3. So this Cardinal series, just want, tonight they have Drouin going against Dustin May. And that Dustin May's kind of been shaky. So hopefully they can take advantage and get off to a good start tonight, get the series rolling, and then, come back with their arms. Logan Henderson is coming back this week. So that gives them another starter in the rotation. So then you can add him with Miz, Woodruff, Harrison, and then Logan Henderson. So that hopefully they can get through and the bullpen can, do their thing and they can get some wins here. I know it's going to be hot down in St. Louis, so that ball may be flying. So that's where it's going to be key too with the pitching. So looking forward to this one, man, and hopefully they can have a good series here against the Cardinals.
Thank you for joining us at Back Porch Talk Podcast. You can also join us on Twitter by tweeting us at @back_podcast. For more information, you can go to our website, which is backporchtalkpodcast.com. You can also email us at backporchtalkpodcast@gmail.com. Again, thank you for joining us, and remember that there's enough hate in the world, so go ahead and spread a little love.